Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a lot of work to do and I'm so excited because today we will be supporting ladies. We are going to be looking at all the recent girl group releases that I am so excited to see. We are going to have some names that are notoriously well known on my channel, like Nmixx, like 100%, but we're going to discover two new groups, at least for me, which is going to be FLO and it is going to be Girlset. Now with Girlset, I've got a little bit of a history because, hey, I saw those girls during the show that later produced another group, and then we've got a whole interlude and we ended up here in Girlset. So it's been a long, very complicated, very precarious journey, but I am ready to support, you know, Girlset, because they look like they're very dedicated. They changed completely their visuals and I feel like we're gonna get something really, really special with Girlset. And with FLO, I've heard so much about these ladies and I've never got to really sit down and listen to them. I am so excited about their music. I've heard that they are incredibly vocally talented and quite honestly, what else can I ask for? So very excited. They just came out with this music video like 2 days ago, so I'm super excited to see that. So let's get into it. But before that, let me just very quickly introduce you the sponsor of this video. Recently, I have moved to a brand new city, and yes, it is by the sea, it is full of sun, and it is absolutely full of people who are constantly working out. So it has been tough for you, girl, to really catch up and stay just as active as everyone else. But one thing that is helping me through all of that is Halara, because they literally have the most gorgeous, the most comfortable workout clothes I have ever tried, and I have been faithful to them for a while now. Their clothing is comfortable, it is soft, it is perfect for every day, it's fully functional, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I use it for every type of workout, whether it is running, whether it is Pilates, or actual big gym workout. Every single piece that you're gonna see in this segment is in multiple colors and sculpts the body perfectly. And I can tell you because I have a copious amount at home. So if you do want to try a good workout brand that you can be faithful for a while and the sizing is perfect, the clothes are comfortable, Halara is yours all the way. They have even these incredible matching pieces that go together and look stunning, so definitely check them out. The link is gonna be down in the description, and thank you so much, Halara, again for sponsoring this video. And now, let's get to the video. We've got a lot of work to do. Let's go. Just an disclaimer, this is not the first time I'm listening at least a part of the song because it was quite unavoidable not to see Bae on the TikTok looking absolutely incredible dancing to this song. And, you know, everyone was like, is this AI? And I'm like, no, that's just my bias. This is just Bae. This is just Bae, because everyone was like, she's too perfect. Her movement is too smooth. Like, is this AI? Like, people who didn't know Nmixx were like, is this AI video? And I was like, nah. No, it is just Bae. She's looking damn good doing that. So I've got a light introduction to this song. Don't be mad at me. I could not escape it. And I could not escape watching that video like 32 times in a row, to be fair. Ooh. Oh god, let me start again, because we're starting strong. Out on the town like it's no tomorrow. From Seoul to Brazil, kind of a supersonic. Everything I do iconic. It's so stylized, right? A little powder tomorrow, right? A little glissando into that tone, but also a little poutiness and a lot of fry. So again, super stylized. Flashes in the sky, spinning in my head. Another day, another way to do all that I say. I have to say, I really love Pablo Vittar's I love the tonal quality. I think it is just so interesting. It has a little twist in it. I really, really like it. And usually I'm not too much of a big fan of groups, bigger groups, collaborating or like collabing with the other artists or solo artists, because usually there's already enough space, like, you know, occupied by every member of the group, and then you add a collab into that, and it usually gets very chaotic. But so far, everything that they have done with Pablo was so good and so balanced, and I appreciate that. And I think part of it is because of Pablo, just the tonal quality is fitting beautifully into Nmixx. And the Nmixx has all the layers that you can ever dream of. We've got husky, we've got really clean and bright, we've got Lily's type of like belty, metallic, you know, we've got Heaven with that like really earthy, rounded, like we've got everything, you know, like we've got Bay, we've got Sulian, and like everything is kind of like layered beautifully. Like you would say that it will be really hard to add on another voice that would actually contribute to the final sound, and this is doing it. Like the voice tonal quality of Pablo is just adding, instead of contributing more to the cows, it's contributing to the final color, which again, I'm always worried when a bigger band or a girl group, boy group, when they're, you know, collaborating with the artist, I'm like, this is gonna be a mess. It's just way too much. It's too crowded, too many styles. This is working.
There's flashes and there's cash spinning in my head. Another day, another way to do all that I say. Sugar, spice, and everything. Nice. See me once, I bet you look twice. Memory that never fades. Face card, I'm not playing games, but you know I got the ace.
That's my girl right there. I actually like that. It's a little dissonant to the music, so it really wakes you up and shakes you out of that like harmonious, too overtly harmonious place, right? That it is a little dissonant. It is a little almost kind of like disruptive into the whole sound, which I kind of like. I've noticed that Nmixx have been playing with sounds here and there. I first noticed on, was it Blue Valentine? I'm not sure. I think it was an era before that, that they started to be a little bit more, even deeper in their vocal production, and they're using strange sounds and just a lot of like a little bit more deeper into acapella. They've always been like very good at acapella, they are great at harmonies, but they started to use their voices more as an instrument with the thought of like how it's gonna sound on a final production, and this is a good example of that. Okay, I'm just gonna
See me once, I bet you look twice. Memory that never fades. Face card, I'm not playing games, but you know I got the ace. Vai fazendo tudo como eu mando. Eu gosto que adivinhe tudo que eu tô pensando. So to tick, 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 tick. So to tick, 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 tick. So to tick, 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 tick. So to tick, tick, tick.
This is also what I mean. Normally, if you would have a heavier production of like, you have the big drop on the instrumental, right? A lot of DJs, a lot of producers would replace the vocals here, or it would be actually part of the instrumental, but they said no. You know, hold my iced coffee. I'm gonna do it with my voice. We don't have to do it via production. We can do it with like a little effect on the voice. It's really short, and it's just such an interesting sound blend.
Tick, 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 stride. Clock is ticking, tick-tock. Want that tip to me, though. Counting every second, every hour, every minute. Clock is ticking, tick-tock. Move to the bar, tick-tock. Counting every second, every hour, every...
It's a little I really like that kind of like bouncing back and forth with the vocal. So it's a little bit of the dynamic kind of punch. It's really keeping a lot of tension during the chorus.
The DJ drop that, meet me in the corner. You know that I raised the bar. Everything is typing and I'm never offbeat, witty and funny. Pull the paddles, push up on me. Pull the paddles, love me not.
Immediately hear that elevated larynx.
Pull the 너의 스트레스도 스타일파센터 두둑하면 만두 얼과속까지 비니 두둑이요 뚝은 산도
All that is a little airy, which feels a little bit, I would say, contrasty to the verses. Then you have this a little bit more airy pre-chorus, which is again creating contrast. It's a very big drop on the chorus.
얼과속까지 비니 두둑이요 뚝은 산도
Very airy. Also, I love that ad-lib there. Oh, it's full chesty and it has a little vibrato at the end. It's really cool. Also, there was one little ad-lib at the back. Did you hear it? It's super high. Right at the top there. I almost wish the top, like, little ad-libs at the back would be a little bit more dominant because they're really cool. They let it come to the forward at the very end, but oh. But little riff there too. Oh, that's so cool. I'm a massive fan of this type of like a heavier production in K-pop recently. I liked it with Blackpink too, and everyone is just like, I don't know, people are not. I really hope that people are vibing with this song. I really hope people are enjoying that, because I don't know why everyone is just like asking for a lot of like bubble pop, at least from what I've seen from the comments, and I'm like, no, I'm loving this. I actually love the contrast of like a really nice girly feminine voices and then into that those like really industrial heavy beats. Like it's doing it for me. I love it. I'm enjoying it tremendously. I'm so happy that we've got something like that from Nmixx. Listen, Nmixx is a very vocal heavy group. This had like a really nice vocal ad-libs and everything. This is not a vocal focused, and I have zero issues with that. Nmixx has such a track record that I love when they play around, and I love that, you know, they no longer are trying to prove that they can sing. They're more like challenging themselves as to what all can we actually create with our voice. And it's almost like, you know, in a big a cappella groups, you've got also a beatboxer, and they're kind of replacing, they're not just singing the songs, they are kind of replacing all the instrumentation. So they're replacing the beat, they're replacing the piano, the guitar, they're like trying to create the entirety of the full sound, including the instrumental, with their voice, right? And I've seen Nmixx starting to do that and kind of like incorporate their voices not just as a singing instrument, but as an instrument on its own. And it's kind of like a part of not the vocal production, but part of the instrumental production. I kind of really want to see them fully embrace that. Okay, let's go to the next. We are gonna look at Girlset, my very first reaction to Girlset. Let's go. Is that little Camilla? Excuse me. Now listen, have patience with me. The last time I've seen these girls, they were babies. Babies. Little babies. And I was rooting so much for them, but they were so cute and small. Look at her. What is this? She looks, first of all, she looks stunning, but oh my god, I cannot believe that's her. Oh, she looks stunning. Ooh, all of them. Oh my god.
I can pop up on you, baby, you decide. No matter what I do, I can't keep you in line. No, no. I tend to play it cool, but here's a newer side.
Ooh, listen to those tonal qualities. Oh, baby. They've been cooking when they like chose this genre for them. When I saw how they were styling them, and I was like, ooh, when they're gonna actually match it with authentic sound to it, you know, not just the visuals, not just like, you know, robbing out a little bit of, you know, the visual and the stylization, but like not matching it with like a music idea, so it wouldn't be coherent. I would be like, they look great, but I wish they had this genre as well with it. And they did. I mean,
I can pop up on you, baby, you decide. No matter what I do, I can't keep you in line, no.
just a little elevated, just a little front. A little bit. It's that you can hear just a little tiny elevation in the larynx, but it's not too much. It's still pretty natural. Cute.
I can pop up on you, baby, you decide. No matter what I do, I can't keep you in line, no. I tend to play it cool, but here's a newer side. You bring it out of me, so what's it about to be?
Love that phrasing there. Also, her tone quality is so warm and slightly husky. I am sucker for those.
But here's a newer side. You bring it out of me, so what's it about to be? You play a game that's very dangerous. You must be out of your mind. So this time I'm taking back the reins, won't apologize.
I love her modulation there. It is a little so it's a little compression into a release that is very typical for that ear. So you get a little compression into a nice, like almost slightly airy release. And usually starting from a little fry into that compression. I really like that sound.
Out of me, so what's it about to be? You play a game that's very dangerous. You must be out of
It must be. It's also very cool to follow that with a little bit of a run or a tiny riff, what she's doing. I have done reaction on my Patreon to Camilla singing with Lily. It was like a duet. So I know where she went with her singing, and I was so happy to see that. I was pretty proud to see that. I thought it was like a really good duet, and it's really hard to match Lily because Lily is just an outstanding vocalist, and Camilla did super well, and she still kept like a little bit of her stylization even though they were doing like a musical duet. It was really good. So if you want to see that, then check my Patreon. It was a really nice duet. If you haven't heard that about that duet yet, go definitely check that out.
your mind. So this time I'm taking back the reins, won't apologize.
Nice little riff.
I've been so fed up all week. Stupid boys ain't what I need. Lately you've been draining all my energy.
I really like that like a little contrast. So have really tiny, airy, light notation, and then at the top you've got a little bit of a weight. So usually you would have more weight on the bottom and a little bit more airier top tones. So kind of switching it up is really cool.
I've been so fed up all week. Stupid boys ain't what I need. Lately you've been draining all my energy. Don't think that I'm sweet. Boy, you gon' make me tweak. I'm in my body. Boy, you gon' make me tweak. I'm in my body. Held in my emotions, now I reach my peak. Don't think that I'm weak. Boy, you gon' make me tweak.
There's a little nasal leaning. That's why it's sounding a little bit like Ariana. A lot of people were pointing it out. It's because she's done. So a lot of resonances here in the front, in the nose. Little bit of a jaw movement is helping with those riffs and runs there, and it's helping it to make. So there's not a lot of resonance at the back. It's not belty, but it's gonna have a lot of movement. And again, the most of the resonance is pushed a little forward, but it doesn't have like overwhelming nasal quality, so that's good.
My peak. Don't think that I'm weak. Boy, you gon' make
You can see the difference between Camilla, which was so it's very stylized in that placement. And then the second round, you gonna make me tweak. It's much more chesty, it's much more supported. She's not trying to which is more mixy. That is very mixy. And I like it because it has a lot, like it has an interesting vibe. It is fitting into the overall instrumentation too. So it's like sonically making sense with that singing style. But I do like that we've got a little bit of a twist of like a difference for the second half with a different voice.
Boy, you won't make me tweak. Don't push me to the limits, bring it out of me. Don't think that I'm weak. Boy, you won't make me pressure, pressure. Boy, I'll give you what you asked for. I'll heat up. I ain't playing no games, no game. Keep playing with my mental.
I like her voice. It is not too bright, but it's also like not like super husky, super deep, but it has a little bit of a grounding quality.
No games, no game. Keep playing with my mental.
But still, this is interesting. She's grounded, but a little hint of nasal. So usually when we've got like a little nasality in or a hint, it's usually for a little bit of a higher voices because that's how they're getting into those placements. But she's got still very relaxed, like a little bit of a low vibe to her voice, but still a tad of a hint of nasality. It's a cool sound.
No games, no game. Keep playing with my mental. I've been so fed up all week.
Okay, this is very cute.
I've been so fed up all week.
A little pouty and a little elevated larynx, so just creating this up and up all day week. So it's very sweet, it's very, very, very light. And the larynx is pretty elevated, so instead of getting voice like this, we're getting voice like this. And a little bit of a poutiness is even making it even a little bit more sweeter.
I've been so fed up all week.
A little fry too.
Boys ain't what I need. Lately you've been draining all my energy. Don't think that I'm sweet. Boy, you gon' make me tweak.
Oh, gorgeous.
Tweak. How did my emotions till I reach my peak? Don't think that I'm weak. Boy, you gon' make me.
Don't think that I'm weak. Everything is a little bit through glissando, which is fitting that. I'm weak. So everything is kind of very heavily interconnected. Even when they're pushing up towards the higher tones, they're connecting them. Weak. It's very, very, very stylized. Fitting the genre though. I like it.
My peak.
On my feet. Everything is lifted. And everything is very kind of stuck together. But it is actually, when I'm thinking about it, you've got really short parts. Ba, 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 da, 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 So you've got the connected ones, but they're balanced with the short, kind of staccato-y, short, jumpy notes. It has its balance.
How did my emotions till I reach my peak? Don't think that I'm weak.
Vocal flip there.
Boy, you made me. I'm too crazy. Boy, don't trust that bottom line when I make it out alive.
This is very expressive. I like how much emotion she can push in. Like you could hear the headache out of it. I'm too pretty. There's so much attitude in that. And like you can tell that she's like, oh my God, I'm too pretty. I'm too pretty. It's not a pretty thing. I'm too pretty. Like a mismatched emotion, which very often in girl groups, specifically in K-pop, very often we've got this mismatched emotion with the lyrics and the actual expression with the voice. Because it's just very tiny, a little amount of things are glorified. Like just this, and that. And that's why I'm actually recently enjoyed quite a lot of the global girl groups because there's a lot more expression coming through. This was a really good depiction of that. Here.
I'm too crazy.
has attitude. It has a little modulation. And you can feel that headache out of it. You can feel that, you know, that eye roll. I love the attitude. Bring more attitudes to singing. Oh my god.
You make me the way I am, you can't deny. Just wanna let you know.
Little head was just.
Well, you gon' make me swing under my body. Well, you gon' make me swing under my body. Held in my
I love the little harmony at the back.
well, you gon' make me swing under my body. Held in
I like that the harmony is top line is very light in a head voice, but we've got much fuller line under it, so it's not just like two harmonizing head voices. You've got a little bit of a bass in it as well.
my emotions now reach my peak. Don't think that I'm
We're ad-libbing good.
well, you gon' make me swing my peak.
Good. It was a good ad lib. Let's listen to it one more time.
Under my body. Held in my emotions now reach my peak. Don't think that I'm weak. Well, you gon' make me swing.
It is a little mix. Is there in like a little bit of a head mix? It's not pure head voice. It's quite mixy, actually. I would say a little bit connected as well.
Well, you gon' make me swing. Don't push me
I like the layering.
hang it out of me. Don't think that I'm weak. Well, you gon' make me.
I cannot believe it's them. They look stunning. They sound authentic. They sound like I would have imagined them to sound, hoped them to sound, you know, like very often when I see these singing shows and I see a little bit of a character coming through, I see a lot of personality, I'm like, oh no. Please don't let this industry steam you over and just give you this most generic uniformity. And that very often happens, unfortunately. You know, like I understand the need for uniformity in certain spaces. Like I get it, you know, like you cannot have a bunch of soloists in one group, right? Like there has to be some harmony going on between the voices, between the singing styles, but I feel like very often, specifically in K-pop, the harmony and the uniformity is there for the sake of everything else. And I really like this because you've got 4 different types that are really recognizable. And not only because they have like a different tone quality, but because also they have different vibe, slightly different singing style. I love this for girls. That I would love to listen to more of their songs. Let me know which one would you recommend for me to check out, or if we have some really good live performances as well, I would love to check that out because I feel like they're gonna be really strong live. I mean, we've seen them as babies and they were already performing really well vocally. They had so much space to grow when I've seen them for the first time. Let's check out FLO. So FLO is a British girl group, but they have quite a lot of incredible roots. If you read a little bit about them, they definitely grew up a lot around R&B music, and they've been just living in it, growing in it, thriving in it, you know? And that's what I love to see, because I love to see passionate people, but passionate about exactly what they do, not being something like just wearing the jacket that was given to you, but like tailoring it from like, you know, from the first tiny little stitch.
Welcome to the retreat.
Oh, we've got a whole storyline, okay?
A private residence where we turn irrelevance into relevance.
Oh my god, this is how you escape the Kia Asylum. They found
How
it.
can I not leak it? I look so good, you look so good, maybe we should all leak it together. It.
Together.
You only live once, let the people see.
It get too hot to keep it secret. My phone is overheating. Tomorrow might delay.
Oh, I love women. Oh, I love women. And this video is just proving it. I'm a vocal coach. I'm a singer. I should stop like literally salivating all over my videos. But if I do this, how am I supposed to not? It's just I love women. I love when women.
Let the people see.
Oh,
What? It get too hot to keep it secret. My phone is overheated. Tomorrow might delete it, but tonight I wanna leak it. I'm feeling so conceited. My body's undefeated.
oh, I love that little flip in the head. I like that there's a little weight, and then we have the release into that air. Da 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 da. It is really playful.
I'm freaky like this beat is. So what, I'm gonna leak it. I'm looking in the mirror like who the is this bitch? Oh wait.
I love the lyrics, okay? She's a little airier than the first singer. It's like a tad little bit more air, which is making her a tad more husky.
I'm looking in the mirror like who the is this bitch?
You can hear a little air in it, so it's clean tone. A little airy, just a very tiny tad.
Oh wait, it's me, my flash is on. You know I'm about to light it up. All my friends are fine as
Oh yeah, she's been cleaning it. So a little bit in and out of the weight too.
P.O.V. no lining up. Numbers keep increasing. Must be looking at my reasons. This one's gonna teach my ex a lesson. This one's gonna get my boyfriend's attention.
This tastes like disgusting.
This one's just for me, myself, and I.
Love the spacious chorus. It's really, really big. And the spacious, not just in the instrumental, but you can hear it. They're really feeling it and making it so a little bit watery. So it's not just like, it doesn't have really rough and sharp edges, but it's super spacious and it's just filling up the space so well. All the layering too.
They clogging up my DMs. I'm breakfast in the bed. Two-piecing on these beaches. Up in that Alvarez.
Oh my God.
You know I had to eat out. That's terrorism. They ain't gon' know I hit 'em. Tunnel vision. Let 'em know.
There was a little flip. Let 'em have before she went into that belt, and when I heard that flip, I was like, oh, let her go to the belt because that would be perfect, and they did that. So I'm trying not to get distracted. Okay, I'm fighting for my life here.
They ain't gon' know I hit 'em. Tunnel vision. Let 'em know.
Here, let 'em have. Also, that belt is so. I just sang it. It is so comfortable. And the flip is helping you to get into the position a lot. Let them have. It's slightly mixed, but you can still keep a lot of weight there. Really like the ad-libs and the layering. You've got some doing a little bit of a riff. You've got someone who's like really holding the bass of it. Little airy ad-libs into it. So cool. That ad-lib at him and blah, I cannot speak. These women are gonna be the end of me. Little start now. It's a little head voice. And then really stark flip through the vocal break, like reconnecting in that chest. Ooh, I love that. I love those type of ad-libs. I love to do them too. Ooh, let me hear it one more time. So complicated. I would have to hear it like 5 times to sing it correctly because my memory is like a goldfish memory. I literally cannot remember shit. But I love that final note. Hey, hey. You almost expect a little further continuation to that. but you get just a complete empty space, reset, and restart, because we're half of the video. I do not believe this is the end. No, we're gonna get a dance pause. Okay, that's making sense. Dance break. Oh, this is Britpop. Look at that.
Too hot to keep a secret. I'm sitting here and thinking.
Can I just also say one thing? They are gorgeous. But one thing that I noticed on this video clip is that it is not heavily visually like blurred. Like they don't look like plastic dolls, you know, like very, like when you have video clips recently, it's just everything is like very blurred. Everything is like perfect. You don't see any skin texture. It's just like it's, you know what I mean? But I can see a little bit of a skin texture and they're looking beautiful. Like it's actually very natural. I love that they kept the visuals really real. Like, hello? I love this. There's like not a lot of like, I don't know, it's Photoshop for the video. I don't know what it's called, but like, you know what I mean? It's looking very natural and it's just accentuating how hot they are.
Too hot to keep a secret. I'm sitting here and thinking.
I'm sitting here and thinking. She's also doing a little bit of that flip.
There's somebody hot as us and here we lie to meet him. And we can take a photo. Give yourself some photo. Time out for some photo.
Ooh, love that repeated riff. Down, 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 down.
Yeah, lick it. I'm coming through your speakers. And night before he's sleeping. He on my page and creeping. So MJ about to beat it. The trapping thirsty motherfuckers. I bet my allegiance. No Photoshop, don't need it. Yeah, on God.
I mean, standardly for Brits, quite honestly, their vocal production is always immaculate. Like they know how to fill the space in the songs. They know how to create a really good effect with the vocals. They know how to layer. They know how to build the harmony. It's just the ad-libs are immaculate. They're not just at the, like towards the end of the song. I really do like that. Yeah, Brits are always good at that. Whether it's girl bands or boy bands, like, you know, know their craft. Also that crash, so a little bit of a head was and crash into the chest. Like the ad-libs are really cool, and I love that they're not scared to mix a little bit in their ad-libs. So mix a little bit of a head voice and a little like really stark movement between chest and head. That was very belty, fully connected. That was cool. A little lift through that little riff. And then she stays in her mix there, which is really practical. Down. Now we're gonna build it back up. That kind of build up was very, very, so we've got down through the riff, then we've got up a little bit of a climb that was super clean into the mix, and then we had a very connected mix, so like a little mixed chest mix that sounded so good and spacious.
I take accountability. I'm so sorry. Mistakes can happen. This isn't who we are. Is that right?
Is that how I was supposed to say it?
Congratulations. You have completed the program. You are now a relevant girl band.
You escaped the Kia Asylum. I love how it became so pop culture relevant that like all the girly pops that actually did escape the Kia Asylum are genuinely talking about it and having fun with it. Like Zara Larsson, like I love her. And she's been like, yeah, I did that. Now FLO is referencing it as well. Like, yes, embrace that. Be proud of that. We've done it. The rides today. It's been, ooh. Listen, my eyes are watery. I can look at so many gorgeous women and just sit my ass and not do anything. Listen, I love when talented women do whatever. They can do whatever. And I'll be here sitting pretty, cheering them on, okay? But I love when talented women, and these women were absolutely incredible. Please make sure, if you are here from, separate fandoms, if you're here from Nmixx, Girlset, and FLO, make sure to check the other groups as well, because for this video specifically, I really wanted to choose women that are talented, they're working on their craft, they have their own identity as a girl band, as individualists. They are doing incredibly, and they are changing their industry in their own way. So definitely check them out. Check FLO, check Nmixx, and definitely check Girlset as well. Try to make sure that we're all gonna group support incredible women, incredible women. I need rest. I need to rest. I need my break before I'm gonna replay all of this, because good, splendid, tasty. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy that. Please don't forget to subscribe right here. This is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. Here are the rest of my reactions. Now go and be blessed. I'll see you. Bye.